Well, I appreciate the fact many of you have enjoyed watching the discussion that I've been having here on the stream with Dr. Michael Brown. He's written a book, Donald Trump is Not My Savior, and he is not. But I'm telling you what, as far as I'm concerned, and I've been around a long time, 75 years, I wouldn't have been born had Roe versus Wade been in effect, because my mother experienced a forced sexual relationship while she was a hospice-type nurse caring for an elderly man. She was 40 years old, and she was raped by the alcoholic son. She conceived. She went to have the baby aborted. The doctor, for whatever reason, said no, and I was allowed to be born. I believe it was a miracle, but I believe somehow that doctor must have thought, even in these circumstances, there is perhaps promise, potential, and a future for that little child. Dr. Brown, I want to thank you for the way you so beautifully expressed truth so clearly. This book, I really wish everyone would get it. And I think even going into this election, it really helped them look at things where you did from a very serious point of view, from a Christian standpoint, and watched it all the way through to realize that, I just didn't think this would be a good candidate, wouldn't be a good president, no way he could get elected, to watching what comes across as miraculous, even of the supernatural level. One of the major things that is a concern to people, as we saw with the Kavanaugh, and that #1 article that John Zmirak wrote, most shared ever written, about how this woman exploited even abortion by working with a pro-abortion company, that the Roe versus Wade was a major issue. Now, here's something I've said, and then I want you to pick up on this. I don't believe Roe versus Wade should be the focal point of anyone who believes in the value of life. I believe we focus on the preciousness of life, the potential of every life, the value of it, and that's the only way you're going to change hearts and minds, which is the only way you will correct a poorly written law, a bad law. It is the only way you will keep people from breaking that law, is a heart change, a mind change. I think we've got to show people that every life is precious, and the most helpless, innocent, precious being is in the womb of the mother.
Yeah.
And that's the way we're going to deal effectively with abortion.
We know just ultrasounds, 3D, 4D ultrasounds, have changed the hearts of many. We know that millennials have a heart for social justice, and they want to get with the underdog and the victim. Many times they don't have the full picture and information, so they'll be zealous, but on the wrong side of the issue. But many millennials are now more pro-life than their parents. Why? Well, they've seen the ultrasounds, they've recognized the humanity of the baby in the womb, and now this becomes a victim. This becomes someone that needs help and support. So we have to fight this on two levels. The one level is hearts and minds of people, and that's the church reaching out. Look, the Roe of Roe v. Wade became a believer. She was a friend of mine, helped lead her to the Lord. So we've got to win the people, the Bernard Nathansons, the abortion doctors who end up getting radically changed. That first their thoughts and minds change, then their hearts change, convert to Catholicism, Christianity, etc. So on the one hand, we've got to do what the church does. Reach out, give hope to mothers, help them to understand, moms and dads, the value of that life within the womb, the potential, all of those things. And once you realize that's a baby in the womb, that's big. That's 99% of the battle. Then the second thing is what the government does. So it's critically important right now to vote pro-life, to just look and see, okay, which are the candidates, who can I vote for, and everybody get out and vote, because what the government's doing is important. Our Supreme Court has way too much power the way it functions now, so let's do our best to get constitutional people there who are going to have values in keeping with our founding fathers, and that's why the president's agenda is massively important. Here's something really fascinating about the stream. I'm getting ready to go to sleep one night, and I get this bird, no. Right, you need to write another article, because I write nearly an article a day. And I get this phrase in my mind, hell hath no fury, like that of the pro-abortion militants. So I write a whole article basically saying, prepare for the wrath of the pro-abortion militants. And this is not about Kavanaugh, Justice Kavanaugh. This is about Roe v. Wade. Well, I wake up in the morning, and I see this in an article by Jennifer Hartline, another contributor to the stream. And how does she end her article? Hell hath no fury like that of a scorned abortionist. I'm almost word for word. And her article was sharper than mine. Hers got tons of circulation also. And I thought, God's saying something to us Let's look at what's happening. And then look at the picture of the women screaming and yelling and protesting and calling for violence, and recognize the spiritual battle, the demonic nature of what's going on, because Satan wants to destroy them as well. And let us take that on in prayer. Let us take that on with love and perseverance. And also let us vote, because we wouldn't be in this position if we had different people in the Supreme Court a generation or two ago. So let's see if the Supreme Court can do righteous things. Pray for godly, don't pray Republican, Democrat. God, righteous judges, righteous decisions. Let the Supreme Court do what it's supposed to do. Let the church do what it's supposed to do. But by all means, we got to see the urgency of the hour. This is intense. It is so visible. I've never seen America this intensely divided in my lifetime. Let's act on it. Let's not fall asleep. That means pray, evangelize, get involved in the pro-life movement, and vote, V-O-T-E.
Powerful. Thank you. I want you to know that when we birthed the stream, it was a result of prayer. I believe that everyone who goes to Huffington Post ought to first go to the stream. Everyone who goes to Fox News, go to the stream. Everyone who goes to CNN or any other news network, go to the stream. I'll tell you what you'll find. You'll not just find news discussed or presented, but you're going to find issues addressed with what I believe is undeniable wisdom. Brilliant people, but wisdom from above. I really do believe that. I think you're going to find answers to the challenges we face. I think you're going to be inspired. So share the stream with others. Go there. Get the book. You can get it right there on the link that you see on the stream, or you can go to the bookstores. Donald Trump is not my savior. There is no leader, no matter how much you love him, who is our savior. No preacher takes the place of Jesus. No minister. There is no substitute. But can a man like Donald Trump be used effectively? How in the world did God use all the characters that he used in the Old Testament? I'm telling you, God does use imperfect people to accomplish his perfect will. We all know that, don't we? Be sure and pray. Be sure and vote. Thanks, Dr. Brown. Thanks for what you do for the stream, for your writing, for what you do, for America, for Israel, and people all over the world. You're a tremendous blessing.
Thank you.